Hi, I'm Willie Thomas from jazzeveryone.com, and I'm here with my friend Emily Miner with an E. Emily, did you like my special song?
I loved it. It was beautiful.
Thank you. It's not mine. It's a beautiful song. It's a classic standard, and Emily's, a lot of them don't know. Andrew Youngren, my cameraman and partner and associate here, his girlfriend's named Emily, and they hadn't heard it either. So anyhow, it's a beautiful song. So we're here today with a little project, an experiment. Emily, like a lot of other young folks and coming up in the band world, played in their high school jazz band, and which was where, Grand Rapids?
Yeah, Rockford, Michigan.
In Rockford, Michigan. And she played all the way through high school in her jazz program, and also in college in St. Louis
at Washington University.
At Washington University. And guess what? Emily never took a solo. And now she's living here on Orcas, and we have a little combo that just started. And Emily is ready to step up to the mic, right? So one of the things is, now what do I do next? So Uncle Willie says you can come to my friendly website and I'll show you how to do this, and better yet, we'll do this online and we'll do it on YouTube, and we'll watch Emily's Jazz Encounter #1. So we're going to start by getting a little idea. Emily, what do you think it's going to take for you to start playing some hot licks?
I think my biggest issue is confidence. I get too scared when I go up to try to solo. I get so nervous that I'm going to play something wrong that I just don't even want to do it. So.
In jazz, there are some things that are wrong to play, au contraire to some belief. But so basically, what Emily's saying, like a lot of other folks that don't want to expose themselves, they need information. They need to build confidence, and you need to get some familiarity with the vocabulary, and it's not that big of a problem. It's a very simple process, really. So we're going to start with some very important information about what is going to help Emily gain this confidence. Number one is, what is this system all about? Emily, what was one of the first things you learned? What do we need to do to have a system?
To have the 12 notes equally divided.
Yes, and one of the ways we can do that is by chromatics or by
the circle of fourths.
Yes, fourths and fifths. And that's where we're going to start with the playing. Before we do that, however, I have another little chart, and give me just 1 second, and I'll be right back. All right, we've got all of our notes separated equally now around the circle here. And the next thing is, how do we make one of these notes the most important note? It's a very simple process. We make one an upbeat and one a downbeat. And we play from the G to the C, and making the G an upbeat and the C a downbeat like this. We end up with the C being the strong note and the most important, a place of rest, and voila, we have created a tonal center. And it all starts happening from there. Now, the first thing we've done with Emily is to start working through this circle, and we are playing these as roots of dominant seventh chords. And we worked on the dominant seventh chord. Emily has learned what a dominant seventh chord is, and I won't go into that right now, but because we're going to start playing. And the whole process starts by using just 2 of these notes and starting to move them around the circle. For instance, we're going to start here, and she's going to play, and there we have it here. And these are 4-measure phrases. Then she's going to move on to the next one, and to the next one, and she's going to play all the way around the circle. Now, this is vocabulary. These 2 notes, the 5 and the 1 of each one of these things, because that's what it is. This is the 5 and this is the 1 of the dominant chord. That's vocabulary. And if you start getting it under your fingers and feeling comfortable, this is where it all begins. Emily, you got your horn, you ready to toot. She's going to play this around pretty much straight for a little while. And I'm going to play with her. Then I'm going to start kind of jazzing it up and see what happens and see if Emily comes along there. And that's, before you know it, she's going to be playing a solo.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Next we're going to tackle the B-flat blues. And we worked a little bit on the form. We've gone through this. Emily understands about the roots, and these are all dominant sevenths, and not going to get into all that today about how they're formed, but she's working on that, and we're working on some theory. But we're going to play this, because establishing these roots and fifths in your ear with these chord changes, that's the next step. All right? So Emily's going to use these. We're going to go around. I'll play with her. Then she's going to do a little improv with those roots and fives in the blues form.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, Emily is improvising. Emily is jamming. She's getting it going, girl. All right. What do you think?
It's fun. Yeah.
Does it surprise you that you're doing this?
Yeah, it's surprising that like you can do so much with just, in
And
that
you
case,
haven't cried
3 or
yet.
4 notes. I haven't even cried yet. This is great.
She said, oh my goodness, if I can just keep from crying, I'll be very happy.